Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the First 15. This is episode 141, and that can mean only one thing. That's right. This is the... Why is that not playing? Why isn't music? There we go. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, sorry about that. That was really loud there for a second. This is the season 8. What's the word I'm looking for? Premiere. Season 8 premiere. That's right. We are on episode 141. And this is absolutely crazy that we have made it this far. Thank you so much for those bits. I really appreciate that. That's very kind. Yeah, it's insane. You know, we've been doing the show for 141 episodes. It's absolutely insane to consider that. We are very, well, I guess 52, so 156. So yeah, this, you know, in here around 156, that would be the 3-year anniversary. So absolutely insane. We do have up to episode 163 ready. So season 9's already starting off on the back end, and we're fully prepped for season 8. That's right. Oh, thank you for my original and created art. That's right. You know, an original image by Kelf. Absolutely no stealing or photoshopping over other materials. You know, yeah. Thank you for noticing. So as this is the season 8 premiere, to those of you that might be new to the show, it's kind of crazy that this is the point that you start watching, but that's all right. To give you a little idea of what we do here every single week, it's pretty simple. Basically, I grab a handful of games that I have never played before, and we play each one of them for just 15 minutes. That's right, just 15 minutes. Just the tip, just to see how it feels. After we play them, we reflect on them, we ruminate, we talk about the things we did like, things we didn't like, and then we give it a rating on this lovely yet empty tier list that you see next to me. That's right. Ratings as high as 15 hours, please. 1.5 hours for sure. 15 more minutes. 15 minutes was enough. And 15 minutes too long. So this is, again, the start of season 8, which means this is our season 8 tier list. And just as a quick refresher, this was our season 7 tier list in all its glory. If you want to keep an eye on this image, I am posting it right now over on the Discord. So if you ever want to go back and see if there was a game that I played, I mean, kind of got to squint a little to find it, but hey, you know, they're all there. So yeah, we had some fantastic games. Before we jump into tonight's episode, I kind of want to touch on a few of them, some of the standouts on it. So starting up at the very top, you know, I'm gonna open this up on my own window. I'm tired tonight. I'm tired right now, but I'm like tired to where like it's really dry in my house and my eyes are kind of like blurry. So you will see me drinking a lot of water. But want to touch on the games that received our highest ratings. We had Dungeon Drafters, Doors, Beyond the Long Night, Boomerang X, Dwarven Realms, Storm Edge, Odin Fall, and Mr. Sun's Hatbox. And out of all of those, the one game that got the most playtime by far was Odin Fall. Looking at it right now, I put about 20 hours into it. It felt like a lot more. It honestly felt like a lot more. I really wanted to like Storm Edge a lot more. And the unfortunate thing with Storm Edge is that it has a playstyle similar to Wizard of Legend. I know I talked a lot about that whenever I was playing Storm Edge. But you get to the end game super fast, and then it gets very repetitive. And let's be real here. I love action roguelikes, so I like repetition. But unfortunately, there wasn't even something like new powers and upgrades and stuff. There was different characters, but kind of once you played through it once, you that was it. Like there wasn't a whole lot to really like get too crazy into with that one. So that was a bit upsetting when it came to Storm Edge. It was still a fun game, don't get me wrong. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more gameplay there. Going down to the 1.5 hours for sure. This was actually a new category we introduced in season 7. Previously, up through season 6, we had the 15s, you know, and obviously that's the theme of the show, the first 15. So all of them had 15s, where it was 15 hours, please, 15 more minutes, 15 minutes was enough, and 15 minutes too long. But as we went along through those 6 seasons, we kind of realized there was a lot of games that fell between 15 hours, please, and 15 more minutes. Games that I wanted to play more than just 15 minutes, but I knew I wasn't going to devote 15 hours to. So while it doesn't fit the naming scheme, it still technically is the right numbers, 1.5. And it honestly did super well for itself. There's a ton of games that fit that niche, fit that kind of, you know, feel to it. And it kind of felt like games that I could almost highlight a little more than 15 more minutes. You know, I remember Stacy had sent me a message about using like emotes on stuff to kind of like highlight things. And unfortunately, that's really hard to do with the tier list generator that I use. It's arguably something I could do after the fact, but it would be really hard to keep track of that stuff. And, you know, unfortunately, just with the tier maker that I use, that's not really an option. So I do like the fact that I have the 1.5 hours for sure. A couple standouts from that one. Which one was it? Yes, Atlas Fallen. I played the shit out of Atlas Fallen. I didn't put 15 hours into it. I want to say that. But I put like a solid 10 hours into it. It's a lot of fun. If you are into like an open worldy kind of hack and slash Souls-like kind of game, I'm not huge into that stuff. Like I don't care much for Souls game, but it had enough open world exploration that it was at least desirable. And I just had a lot of fun with that. I also played a good bit of Gravity Circuit. The funny thing about Gravity Circuit, I remember that game specifically. I remember that game specifically because I was just starting to get into handheld gaming, like retro gaming, and that was the game that I was testing out like my devices. A bit late to the start. Did you start up your nifty lo-fi task manager? I haven't. So, okay, I will touch. It's funny you say that. I will touch on Ithia in a minute, and I'll explain like the ups and downs of having it on my system. So jumping into the 15 more minutes category, some standouts in there. Put the Sausage in the Bun was a really fun game, a really goofy game, and I felt really kind of like surprised almost. You know, I was sent a code for that, and I put out my episode right before the Game Grumps did their episode, and there was that little part of me that's like, Yeah, I played that a little. I played that a little earlier than they did, or I put that video out a little earlier than they did. I don't know. I mean, it means nothing. Their audience obviously is not watching this, but I had a lot of fun playing that game. Dredge is also a lot of fun. I played a little bit more of that. I didn't really get too far into it, but I was also like I said, kind of getting into some handheld gaming, and I was using that to like really test out some software and stuff. So that was a fun one. Unfortunately, have not played a lot more of Scald. I know that was one that Sarah had, mentioned. Unfortunately, I have not played a lot of that. I've been playing a lot of different games. Jumping down into 15 minutes was enough. Obviously, there's not going to be a ton of standouts in here, but I do actually want to point out Griftlands is still a fantastic looking game and has a really cool system. And I think that's just a game that more people should try out. Obviously, it's not my shtick, but that is a fun one. And if I'm not mistaken, Cavern of Dreams, I believe Stacy played that a lot. I swear to God, I saw her in the Discord a couple times playing that one after the episode. So, yeah, we had some really good ones. So, touching on Ithia real quick, I have wanted to have that quote unquote game. I have wanted Ithia playing in the background more often, but it conflicts with like other games that I have going on. It's not super resource heavy or anything like that, but the problem that I have with it is that when I'm using my Flip 2 to play like my PC games on this, it keeps trying to pull that game down into it. Another thing is, oftentimes when I'm sitting here in the evenings or like hanging out just on the computer, I don't have a lot of, I'm gonna say it as bluntly as possible, I don't have a whole lot of desire to sit and have music playing in the background. A lot of times I will pull up YouTube videos and have those playing, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on this particular show. There is a website, there's a group of guys that I follow called Sorta Stupid, and they, on their channel, yeah, I just pulled it up, they do a bunch of reactions to like movies and TV shows, and oftentimes I am like watching movies through them or watching TV shows. Like they just started My Hero Academia, and they're also doing Game of Thrones. It's on season 5 now, season 3. So like there's a lot of times where I have something else going on while I'm playing a game that like having Ithia just kind of distracts from that. The other thing is I don't often use planners, so there's a lot to it that I'm not a huge, like, not that I'm not necessarily a fan of, but more I just don't get much out of it. And I'm kind of looking at the $15 as more of like a supporting the artist and the developer, because it is a really interesting tool almost. But yeah, so that was our quick season 7 recap from episodes 121 to 140. So this list is getting retired tonight. Again, if you ever want to catch up on these, over on the Discord at kelscorner.com, you can go to the First 15 channel, and there's the pinned messages in the top corner, and in there is all of the tier lists. Apparently, except for season 6. I'm sure season 6 is in here. Yep, there it is. I apparently never pinned season 6. My bad. There we go. I just fixed that. I'm gonna remove the pin for season 7 real quick and then repin it. So yeah, if you ever want to keep an eye on these, ever want to go back and look at them, see the games that I played, see the ratings, you can definitely do that. I have to update the Google Sheet. I had a Google Sheet set up where you could go through all the seasons, and unfortunately I've just kind of gotten away from that. I still have my Note++ document that has every single episode. It is where my all my future episodes are. It has all the ratings. Yeah, so there's a lot in there. But I guess that kind of brings us to tonight, you know, the season 8 premiere. So we are going to be playing Lovux, I believe, MAZAICA, and OXXO. We played another game called like OXXO at one point that had a very similar name, that was like a twin stick shooter. This name definitely caught me off guard a couple times, as I thought I was like putting the wrong game in. But I believe it's a puzzle game. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Obviously, that's the whole idea of the show. The other thing is, as a reminder, we do a game giveaway every single week here on the show. This week, we are giving away a copy of Ghost Runner. So if you are interested in Ghost Runner, you still have time to enter for a chance to get that. It's super easy. You go to kelscorner.com, go to the giveaways channel, and click the red confetti button at the very, 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 very bottom of the screen. And that's all you got to do, and that'll enter you for a chance to win. Like I said, tonight we are giving away a copy of Ghost Runner. You have until the show's end to enter. But without any further ado, we are jumping into our first game of the night. Lovux. I don't know how it's pronounced. Is this gonna capture it? There it goes. All right, I guess we're just jumping right into it. Whoa, okay. All right, I'm gonna turn on some of the music we had before. What? Oh, okay, I see. So it is a puzzle game. Because if I would click this one, this would be left after I clicked this. Oh, this is gonna be a chill-ass game. All right. Shit, sorry. Oh. Look at that. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Womp womp. Oh shit. I was like, this is nothing. Like, this is super simple. Okay. Nope. I need to do that. That. And then we can do each one. I will say, compared to Zangi, which we played last week, I'm kind of like a little disheartened that we don't have the little like story images, you know, that game had. Granted, I don't mind puzzle games, just, you know, as puzzle games. Touch this? What the fuck? All right. Oh, I see. Okay. So I can use the pieces to stop the other ones on the tracks. So that would go up. Why can't I click that? Oh, it has to have room to move backwards. Okay. Huh. Oh, wait, I can do that and then... Oh, I can't do that. Oh, but I can do that. Okay. I'm very curious. I'm Bud from the Mind Labor server. What's up, Bud? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, wait, I can just do that. There we go. I gotta say, I really enjoy these like calm, relaxing puzzle games. Like just in a world of chaos, it is nice to just have some games that you're just, you know, that you can just relax and play. Oh no. Okay, so what do I gotta do? That can move up and to the right. So I feel like this one needs to break like that, and then this one can break that, and then, yeah, okay. So that's gonna go like that. We're gonna move this back over. This is going to make room for that, that there, this there, there. Bam. What is that? Oh, cool. Okay, so it's like a shield on that piece of glass. So I can use it multiple times. Nice. So that's going to go through there, so I need to get rid of that first. That needs to go. That needs to go. Now that can go. Yeah, okay. So this one needs to hit that. This is going to get pulled up here. And then, oh. Interesting. I have to hit this first. Just did my order of operations out of sequence. So that's going to leave. That's. There we go. So would you say the game is a smashing good time? Smashing. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this. See, I like puzzle games like this because these are just those ones. You know, I talk about it all the time here on the show where it's like I dig the games that I can just sit down, relax, play, and like turn on a TV show or a podcast. Yeah, I was just talking about watching the guys on Something Stupid, and you know, this is one of those things. You know, this is one of those things that I just thoroughly enjoy. That I could have a show on in the background, and I need to get rid of those two. I need to get rid of those two. How do I get rid of those two? Oh, wait a second. Am I missing that? Oh, hold on. But I love games like this, like I said, where I can just sort of put on a show in the background, sit here, relax, hang out, you know, and just kind of like get into it. So I need to break that one too. Oh shit! I almost reset, and then I realized what step I needed to take. I will say this: there is one thing that I kind of wish that I could do. I feel like once I get things lined up, I kind of wish that like I could like almost right-click them or like click them without having to wait. Almost, and it's a minor thing, you know. It's just me being an impatient asshole. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but that is like, that's always gonna be something in my mind. It's like, you know, how can I do things to make, you know, like stuff faster? That needs to go up there. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do that, move, oh. Oh, you got me. You got me. Holy shit. I realized where I fucked up on that. Okay. So Yeah, okay. So if I do that, I can... do that. Yes. This is what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it was like just in the earlier levels, you know, it's like I wish I kind of could like click them a little faster. I think in here though, because obviously here you have to kind of like wait for things to go in order to know what you're working with. I don't think that's nearly an issue. Again, that's just me being an impatient asshole. And anyone who watches this show knows how much of an impatient asshole I can be. So, all right. So I feel like this is the setup. That's gonna hit that, that's gonna hit that. Then I can move this up there. Cool. I can be an asshole sometimes. Did you know that? That. He's impatient. The guy who skips every cutscene. Impatient? Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. That, okay. I was like, where's the first one? Then I realized. Yeah, like right here, I kind of wish that I could just like click these and have them go like all at once. There's a, I forget what game it was. There was a game that I used to play on my phone a fair bit that had this it had this mechanic. I mean, it was kind of like a puzzle game, but it had this mechanic where like once you got the game into like a certain state, you... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hey, actually I did mean to do that. Totally meant to do that. It's like once you got a game into a certain state, it's like you could like you automatically won, you know, and like it's kind of destroyed a little bit of like some of the fun. But I kind of feel like this would almost benefit from that. But again, that's just, again, it's just me being impatient. But hey, time's up anyway. How far do we get? I don't even know how far we got. We made it pretty far. Ooh, there's a Discord. I'm gonna go in there. Boop-boo. Hey, I'm in there now. I'm in the Mine Labor Discord. What up, y'all? If I see a Discord link, I'm always very tempted to click. Wait, what? Hold on. Is there different themes? Oh shit! Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. I really like this. Oh, look at that. I can make it smaller. Sick. Okay. So that, I don't know how to pronounce this, and I felt the same way about last week. So, Bud, if you are still here in the chat, how do you pronounce this? Is it Lavu? Luvo? And also, how do you pronounce the other game, I believe called Zangi or Zange? If you can spell that out phonetically, I would very much appreciate it if you're still here in the chat. And while we wait into the while we ponder into the ether on how to pronounce these, this game as described on its Steam page, is a minimalist puzzle game where you try to break all glasses on the screen using different glass types and mechanics wisely. It offers a rich puzzle experience thanks to new mechanics added approximately every 13 levels. Hey, 13, that's a special number. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun with this one. I also really enjoyed this. I enjoyed Zengi as well. That was a fun puzzle game, and I feel like we are just kind of in the midst of really good puzzle developers. I kind of, like I said last week, I'm kind of kicking myself because the next game that we're playing and the OXXO game, those two are both made by Hamsters on Coke Games. This was the only one that was the only one in this like small collective that was made by a different developer, but I'm really glad that Bud was able to hop here in the chat and just be here. And, you know, it's always lovely to have folks from the community and from the development teams, if they are. We've had developers, we've had publishers, and it's tons of fun to have folks in here. Yeah, just as Stacy said, this is $3 right now on Steam. So if you are interested and you want to pick up a copy, it's super cheap and you can play it. You can even get the phone app. As we have a title here, I'm a good friend of, good night. Help him with a ton of bugs. Damn, he's on point for fixing them quickly. Nice. One moment. I meant to grab a image before and I completely forgot. Give me 2 seconds to grab this. Nope, don't want to do that. So we have mentioned this time and time again, okay? And this is definitely one of those ones that falls into this category, but this is definitely the kind of game you want to download on your phone, you want to stream to your phone, and you are going to want to play this on the toilet while you're taking a poop. And those games are now going to get the illustrious golden poop. So it is a badge of honor, a beautiful poop game. So this is the kind of game that you want to play when you go and sit down for that long, 3 o'clock in the morning sweat session upon the porcelain throne. And this is exactly the kind of game that I want to play, where it's just thought-provoking enough to keep your attention, but it's something that you can pick up and put down and not feel like you're missing out on something. So yes, Laveau is going to receive a golden poop award. I don't know where I want to put it on the art. We'll put it right here. We'll give the V a little hat. I'll give the V a little hat. So I do have that icon saved. I will do what I can. I have to fix the Discord server. There's so much shit I have to update in there. I will make this an emote in there for folks that want to use that across. If you have like, Nitro and shit, and you want to use that across the web, so you can use the golden poop. But yes, lovely game. I am gonna move this. I just want to get that out of there. So yes, Laveau getting the golden poop award for a great game that you can play on your phone while taking a shit. Now, as for, oh, I didn't even think about that. Damn it. Okay. There we go. For the time being. So where it's gonna fall on the list, that's kind of the thing. I'm gonna give this a solid 15 more minutes. You know, this is one of those things, I can't see myself dedicating hours to it. This is, though, something that I'm gonna play more of. Just like Zengi, you know, playing a little bit more time and just kind of, you know, losing yourself in it. Maybe I'd play it for a few hours, but I just don't know for sure. So it's going to get a solid, respectable 15 more minutes, and is the first game. Wait, what? Wait, you guys did Quadrata as well? No way. We played that. Oh shit, look at that. We oh, okay. Well, yeah, we played that. I gave it another 15 more minutes. Okay, shit. I liked Quadrata. That was a fun puzzle game. You guys are good at puzzle games. You guys are good at puzzle games. I see you have a demo for one called Pite. That looks like you're moving boxes around. And oh, it looks like Minecraft. Oh yeah, there it is. Minimalist puzzle game inspired by the Minecraft redstone system. Shit, I gotta try that now. All right, that's a demo. We might play that later after the stream. But we are going to move on to our next game of the night. I believe would be pronounced MAZAICA. Again, I don't know. That is how I am going to do it. Pours so much effort into his games that I appreciate. Yeah, yeah, dude, absolutely. No, these games are great. Oh man. Can I get me some settings? Here we go. Full screen. Full screen. Music down just a hair. There we go. All right, so this is a game by Hamsters on Coke, which was the guys that did Zengi last week, I believe. Click and drag on all numbers to extend the lines. Oh, I see. Okay. Need to remove a line, tap. Wait, what? Oh, I see what it means by you need to remove a line. I get it. Okay. So that's for... Oh, good. Okay. I was like, wait, can I go around corners? Yes. Okay. Start with moves you're 100% certain of. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Some moves are ones that you can only do. There's a game very similar to this on my phone that I played a while back called Lines. Yes, I love the background. I love minimalist. Like, I don't know what you would describe it, but like it's where it's like darker in the front, lighter in the back. No, that's wrong. This is going down, this is going there, that's going there, that and that. Ooh, wait, I can oh, I was about to say, can I? Yes, no, I agree, I agree, Sarah. Oh my god. Okay. So this is the only one with 2. Oh no, this has to go up. Not sure you played it, but there's a puzzle game I really enjoyed called Chance of Sonar. I have not played that, but I will definitely look it up after this. I appreciate the recommendation. I love that they have their hamster on Coke look right there. What is this? Use color cues and oh, really? Okay. Interesting. So is... Huh. That's a lot of levels. Okay, that's not a lot of levels, but that's a lot of levels. So not to take away from this, but something I wanted to talk about today. I recently found out about a Pokemon game that is on, it's like a fan-made game. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. It's a fan-made game called This Gym of Mine, where you play as a gym leader who goes to a city called Umbra City. And, like, the previous gym leader there basically just abandoned the town. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I can zoom in. Like, the previous gym leader basically abandons the town, and so you're going in there to become the new gym leader, and when you start the game off, there's this band of, there's this, like, band of bikers that have taken over the town, so you kind of gotta, like, handle them. You also have to become a proficient gym leader and, like, maintain your gym and, you know, hire people, and you have to maintain your reputation. You also have to, like, build up the city by buying buildings and attracting people to the city. And I thought it was a really cool idea. And so I don't play a lot of Pokemon games. As anyone who watches this show knows, I'm not huge into turn-based games, but, like, Pokemon is kind of the only one that I will tolerate. But I was very curious about this one because it is like, it's old school graphics. It's like, you know, Pokemon, like, you know, Diamond and Crystal, or not Diamond and Crystal, Ruby and Sapphire era. And, but it has up to Gen 8 Pokemon. But the concept of being a gym leader is just so interesting to me. And I decided that instead of just picking my gym type, because obviously as a gym leader you have to pick a type that you are, and all of your Pokemon have to be of that type at least. And so there is like an exception. You when you start out, you can only have 3 Pokemon as your, like, you know, gym representation, and they all either have to be whatever your type is, or they have to have your signature move. And so my favorite Pokemon type is fire. It always has been, it always will be. I've always you know, fire, pyromancy, you know, that's always been like, you know, a thing for me. Well, I was sitting down, like, getting ready to start this up, and I actually downloaded it onto my my Flip 2. I figured out how to put it on my Flip 2, and was really happy once I got that whole thing set up. And I was like, okay, you know, I wonder, you know, like, I'm trying to think to myself, like, you know, what gym type should I do? Like, you know, what kind of gym leader am I? And I obviously was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go fire. That's obviously gonna be my choice. But I thought about it and I was like, well, you know, I don't really think about, like, you know, Pokemon types that often. And so I was like, well, I could do, I could do where I take, like, a quiz and let that decide what my, let that decide what my Pokemon type is going to be. And so I did. I took a quiz online that assigned you a Pokemon type as a gym leader, and I took it twice. And that is because both times, there was 2 quizzes that I found, and both times I got normal. And I was like, ugh, normal? I'm like, you know, that kind of sucks. So it made me think, though, like, you know, what are some other normal gym types? And then I remembered Whitney, who has a Miltank that always uses rollout and is one of the most devious trainers in the game. Like, there's memes about Whitney and Miltank using rollout. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe normal type is gonna be fun. So I decided to go normal, and based on your type, you get different starters. So I ended up getting a Munchlax, and was really happy with that because I like Snorlax. Snorlax is, you know, one of my favorite Pokemons. And it just made me laugh that I was able to get a Munchlax to start that game off. Shit, how am I supposed to get that? Okay, this has to be that. Which means... Oh shit, that could... Ooh. So that's gonna go over there. So that's that. That's that. I'm guessing that's that. That would be that. That could be that. That would be that, which would make that make sense. Okay, that's good. This has to go up there. Right, so that would be that. That's that. Okay. Yeah, so I started off with a Munchlax, and obviously going to evolve it in time into a Snorlax. I can't wait. And the city, I don't know if I can rename the city, but I want to rename the city New Fat City. Oh, it reveals the direction. Interesting. Oh, I see. I see. So... a little cloud. Hey, Stacy, can you find out if this game has a phone version?
We're usually pretty quick on that stuff. What? Oh, it does? Good. Good. Poop games unite. I feel like this would be a very touchy poop game. Like, I can be pretty precise with a mouse. Oh. Okay, I see where I gotta go. What? Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that 10 was there. God damn it. They got a fucking tank. That's sick. 34. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Hell yeah. Nice. Got like 7 seconds left. I just noticed the clock. I want to see if I can get this done quick. All right. 2, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, 7, 2, 8. Oh. Bam! Nice. All right. Oh, what the fuck is... I just got a huge error message, and the game's like, ah, we fucked up. All right, it's all good now. So, that was the first 15 of MAZAICA, I believe is how you pronounce it, from Hamster on Coke Games. It is described on its Steam page. Extend all lines from numbers to fill up the grids. Puzzles are sometimes meditative, yet often challenging. That's the theme for tonight. You know, that's, you know, episode 141 here has been all about puzzles so far, and I think we are just gonna keep going. No, this was fantastic. I really enjoyed this. I like numbers, so like, and this very much reminds me of a game I played on my phone called Lines, where you have to connect dots on a grid with direct lines, and like, you know, you have to make it in as like few moves as possible. So this kind of gave me that sense, but like having the limitation of the amount of numbers, it was fun. Similarly to Lovux, this game is also only $3, so
if you're interested in playing this one, definitely check that out. In fact, there is a whole bundle of games right now for fairly cheap. It is the Relaxing Puzzle Box. So this is in there, same with the next game that we are going to play, which is OXXO, and also Zengi is in there as well. So those are they're all very similar, relaxing puzzle games. This one, I definitely will say that I liked that this one had the art style. Zengi also had a very cool art style in the background. There is one thing though that I will say. I got through a lot more levels of this than I did Laveau. And I personally feel like Laveau was more challenging because you had to strategize your movements based on the kinds of glass tiles that you had. Whereas this, while you're obviously working within the constraints of the numbers and the design and pattern, this one felt very much straightforward. I mean, that last one was not huge, but there was really no challenge because like some of them could only go one direction. I don't know. I feel like Laveau was a better representation of like at least a thought-provoking puzzle game, something that I had to reset the stages a couple times. So I don't know. I think there's merit on both sides. This is definitely more of like a color in the numbers kind of art example versus Laveau, which felt a little bit more like Sudoku because it was a it was a bit more of a strategy thing. But yeah, no, this was still a really fun game. Where it's gonna go on the list, I think I'm just gonna give this one another 15 more minutes. This was a fun one. I liked this puzzle game as well. And again, I brought it up before. It's also gonna get itself a solid golden poop. This is a great poop game. And the fact that it is available on the phone, I'm sweating a storm up here. The fact that it is available on the phone is even better because you can play this when you're going poop. So we got some great poop games tonight, folks. Not shitty games, poop games. But we are going to move on to our third and final game of the night. Actually, probably not third and final game. I actually want to look up that Chance of Sonar real fast that Bud had mentioned. Let me throw that up here into Steam real quick. I'm gonna put this up real fast. We can check this out based on the recommendation of Bud. Where is that button? Steam. There we go. Whoa, what did I move? I moved something and I regret it. What am I moving? Oh god, am I moving this? I did. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay, let's not move that. That needs locked in. There we go. Let's unlock Steam here. There we go. Now we can cut this up a little bit, and we'll check out Chance of Sonar. I'm very curious. It does have a demo, so I am gonna download that real quick, and we'll check this out real fast. It looks like Journey. Oh, what? Okay, I'm interested. We're gonna check that out in a little bit after the after our next game. I don't want to see too much of it. It's I don't know if I'm going to throw it into the first 15 rankings, but I'm very curious to see more of that now. All right, so we are going to jump into our third game of the night. Puzzling? What the fuck? All right. We're gonna start the timer. Okay, I figured that was the case. Oh, so they can't touch. Okay. Okay. Seems pretty simple so far. Okay. So I can't move the blue ones, but the white ones can rotate around certain axes. Gotcha. See, I know this is by the same guys who did the last one. I will say this is already better because this requires a certain level of, like, strategic thought instead of just, you know, kind of tracing numbers. Oh, okay. I missed the popping. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Okay, so this has to go up there, and then this... Actually... Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, okay. I was like, wait. I thought I was kind of waiting for them to, like, move along those strings. Are you kidding me? This has now, like, become one of those puzzle games that you play as a kid on the, on, like, the tray mat when you go out to a restaurant with your folks. Okay, so that's right. But we gotta get... That wasn't too bad. Oh, whoa. Okay.
I feel like this is gonna get far more complicated very quickly. What the wait, what? Oh, I gotta make it recurse upon itself. Jesus, okay. Oh. What the hell? I feel like I don't have enough pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I don't have enough pieces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, wait, what? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh. I'm looking at this on how do I connect these two, and that's exactly like the puzzle is that you don't. All that you have to do Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Took more moves than I should have. I definitely messed up there. Oh, God. Okay. So that could be a thing. Okay. Wait a minute. What? No. Because then that would go over to there. I can't have that. But I could... Oh, there it is. Jesus. Okay, that's easier. What? Oh, I made the same mistake I did last time. I'm like, but in the opposite, I was like, oh, I'm trying to connect each one of these to themselves. Now I can connect them to each other. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Huh. What am I missing? Oh, god damn it, I'm an idiot. There we go. Something's got to go up in there. There's got to be a square. So that has to go up there. Which means... it kind of has to be that. Shit. Oh, I can do that. Boom. What is this? I know time's up, but what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I had to see what that was. All right. That's cool. No, I give it that. Man, we got through a good amount of levels. All right. So there we had it. That was the first 15 of OXXO, which is described on its Steam page as ever-evolving puzzle game. And I'm looking at I'm watching the video right now. This shit gets complicated. Like, it enters different dimensions. So there's a lot of craziness going on with that one, but I gotta say, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely more engaging than that MAZAICA game, but I feel like it would be far more challenging in the end than Lovux. So I am sort of like leaning towards, out of these three today, like Lovux kind of being my preference, only for the fact that it's not going to frustrate me to the ends of the earth, but it's also enough of a challenge to make me actually like care about it. That being said, I hate to be as predictable as this is. This is going to get another 15 more minutes. These are outstanding puzzle games in a lot of respects, and honestly, I don't think there's any better way to say it than tonight is the night of the golden poop. You know, these are three fantastic games that are amazing poop games. You know, you're going into the bathroom, you're gonna be in there for the next 20 minutes because you're just fighting the gods, you're dropping the kids off of the pole, you're choking the brown snake, whatever you want to say. These are the games you want to have with you. You want to be able to sit down and play these because they are relaxing. You know, they're a challenge. You're obviously not just gonna, you know, like skip through them. I don't know about MAZAICA though. I mean, that one does kind of feel like kind of skippy. But honestly, some pretty fantastic games. So definitely the night of the golden poop, you know, introducing that one. Before we go to the game giveaway, because as a reminder, we do a giveaway every single night, or I mean, every single week for a video game. Tonight, we're giving away a copy of Ghost Runner. So
You are going to have an extra 15 minutes. Normally, we'd be ending the stream here, but I want to play Chance of Senar, which was recommended by Bud here in the chat. And that means that you still have 15 minutes to join the game giveaway. Just go to kelscorner.com, click the button that says join the giveaway. It'll take you right to my Discord and into the giveaways channel. And you click the red confetti button at the very, 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 very bottom. That will get you into the giveaway. Again, we're giving away a copy of Ghost Runner. So if you like free running, hack and slash shooter game, very fast paced. We played Ghost Runner 2 on the stream before. And if you want to win a copy of the first one, join the game giveaway. I love giving you guys games because I have so many fucking codes. So I don't have an image for Chance of Sonar, so give me a second to grab that. All right, so we are all set to check out Chance of Sonar. Sure. Clicks over on the stream. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Let me set the category real fast. All right, we're gonna start the timer here. So thank you again, Bud, for suggesting this. As Bud is from the Mind Labor server where Laveau was from. So thank you again, Bud, for recommending this. Tonight's the night of puzzles. Oh, cool, I can play with the controller? Hell yeah. Oh, my little dude's booking it. It's not as, like, I don't want to say cloudy, but what does it remind me of? Shit, it kind of reminds me of both Journey and another game we played. Okay, this journal will record all the glyphs you discover. To open it, press the Y button. You can also... okay. When you think you've guessed the meaning of a glyph, select it and use the annotation button to note your hypothesis. Oh, no! Okay, I'm using mouse and keyboard. I'm not fighting this. Yes, I know my controller's disconnected. Okay, so this opens it. Yes, okay. All right. Okay. So this means, I'm thinking this means open. And this means door or gate. And this means close. So this would be open door or open gate.
Oh, there we go. Need reveal. Oh, cool. Look at that. I can reveal all the interactables. Oh, close, close, open, close, open. Close, close, open. Okay. So we gotta close this one. And we gotta open this one. Yeah? Close, close, open, close, open, close. Is that right? I'm guessing that's wrong. So let's reverse these. Okay. So I think I have that wrong. Wait a minute. Okay, so those ones are flowing. So I guess because it was shut when it was up. And then it opened. But I guess this could also be... No, because that... Wait, that wouldn't be right. Because those are open now. I kind of feel like that's open now and this is like shut. Open, open, I don't know. Oh, you're up. Oh, maybe. You know what? That's actually a really good point. We're gonna do that. That's, yeah, no, that's probably a good point. And so this is probably lever? I don't know. I keep hitting the escape button there. I don't know. I guess I'll have to just go on and just, you know, see. I mean, we figured out the puzzle at least. What? Oh! It's locked or unlocked. Okay, so I was right. I just had them backwards. Close, open, door. Okay. I just had them, I don't know how I got them backward. I mean, this puzzle made me realize that I did have them backwards. Okay, I guess I'm going this way. Oh my. Hmm? Sorry, I just lost my drink lid. There it is. Okay. Oh.
I think this might be hello. Okay, so something open door.
Oh.
I wonder if that's please. He said something that was like blank open door.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a new thing. Shit. This might be please. Oh, I actually, yes, okay. I was just about to say, it's not, this is hello. This is a greeting. And this is you. And I believe, I don't know which, was it this one? Was this one me? No. Shit. I don't know yet.
Oh.
It does kind of look like Sable. You open door. That's gotta be you. Cause, or is that go? This I definitely feel is me. Or I. Wonder if that's right. You open door. Or is it go? Go open door. No, I feel like it's definitely you. And this one's either hello or hi or some kind of greeting. No, it's not Sable. I mean, this kind of does look like Sable in a way, but I was thinking more of like Journey. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? What are you saying? Blank eye.
Uh-huh.
You close door. Yeah.
Oh. Uh-huh.
What? What? I think this is pull. And this might be lever. This is not I. But I don't know what it is.
I feel like I'm missing something here. That's obviously going to seal this off. But it's not going to drain it. But this... Oh, maybe I'm thinking... No, because nothing in those pictures was, like, talking about water. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. I just realized I can get across there now. It was quite big to the point I'd see... Holy crap. That's impressive. Hello. Okay, so that is a greeting. Yeah. It's gotta be greeting. It's gonna kill me not to know. Infiltration. Oh, God. All right. So that was the first 15 of Chance of Sonar, which was a recommendation by Bud. So thank you so much for that. This is developed by Rundis, published by Focus Entertainment, which Focus is actually a pretty big publisher. They actually did Atlas Fallen. That's why I know that name. They've done a bunch of games, and in fact, a bunch of games that we are going to see here in the future, and games that we have seen in the past. So a good pedigree there. As for Rundisc, they've only done a couple games, with Chance of Sonar being kind of the main one. But it's described on its Steam page as an award-winning puzzle adventure game. Play as the Traveler on a quest to reunite the people of the Tower. Observe, listen, and decipher ancient languages in a fascinating universe inspired by the myth of Babel. I was just about to say, this very much feels like Tower of Babel. This is really cool. I really enjoyed this. And funny enough, it says on here, on Steam, it always says, like, is this game relevant to you? It's recommending it based on my hours played of The Witness and Viewfinder. This is very much a puzzle game that I could spend some hours playing. So, that being said, I am very confidently going to give this one a 1.5 hours for sure. There is enough here. I'm not a huge language person, but there's a lot here that I'm enjoying, and I want to see more. I haven't obviously bought the game yet, but if the demo's as big as as Bud says, I'm all for checking out more of this and possibly dropping, what is it, 20 bucks? Yeah, that's not too bad. So if you want to check out the demo for yourself, you want to play it,
there is the link for Chance of Sonar, getting our first 1.5 hour for sure for the season, not even planned, but coming in and claiming its throne tonight. So thank you so much, Bud, for that. I really appreciate the recommendation. As I said, we are doing a giveaway for Ghost Runner tonight, so we're going to be hitting that up, and then we're going to be announcing the winner. Sorry, not the winner. We are going to announce the next game that we are giving away tonight. So the winner of Ghost Runners is... Oh, wait, why is my command not working? There we go. So the winner of Ghost Runner is Halo. Congratulations, Halo. You are the winner of Ghost Runner. There it is. There's the code in your chat. Congratulations, Halo. You dethroned Glenn. You know, Glenn had a winning streak for about a month there, so you have dethroned Glenn. So congratulations for that. I hope you enjoy Ghost Runner. And so we're gonna pick a random game from the list that we are going to give away this week. I usually throw in some games from Humble Choice. Obviously, if you are, familiar with the show, you know that we play a lot of games from Humble Choice. It's where I grab a lot of bundle games. Some of these games are going to show up in episodes later on. Some games that I'm really excited to play, and some games that I'm kind of meh to play, but I'm interested to play them nonetheless. So let me see just how many whatchamacallits, how many things we have here. I got 50. No, there's no way I got 50. What? Eight. I was about to say, yeah, there's no way that's 50. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh my God, what did I just do? Jeez. I clicked away. And I almost messed everything up. You know what? I am just going to... I'm going to scroll. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to scroll randomly, and I'm going to stop scrolling in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, here we go. I know nothing about this game, but I can already see it's not something that I would have been into. Oh no. All right, so for those curious, we are going to be giving away a copy of Scorn.
Macabre perception. Greetings. I'm your host, Doug Bradley, and I invite you to join me as we explore Scorn's mesmerizing labyrinth of odd forms and somber tapestries. You awake in the middle of a desolate hellscape filled with biomechanical contraptions, part flesh, part machine. An industrial civilization now lying in decay and ruin. A hidden fauna sleeps within the underbelly of the
Take a
world.
tour of the
wanting
nightmarish
nothing
world
more
of
than to be
Scorn
left
in this
undisturbed.
gameplay walkthrough video featuring the voice of
Has
Hellraiser,
been carefully
Doug
crafted
Bradley.
with great attention to detail. Everything is focused on building a specific atmosphere. From a unique organic ecosystem to an unsettling soundscape
Did we play this?
created by Ethek and Lustmord. Scorn has no dialogue, so most of the storytelling comes from the environment.
No, okay, I was gonna
Discovering
say,
the
there's no way I
ever-present
played this.
symbiotic relationships and how things are connected equips you with the tools to progress. While there is shooting within the game, Scorn is not a shooter.
Oh,
Every encounter must be carefully considered. A wrong choice could be deadly.
okay.
I hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the twisted world of Scorn. The team at Ebb Software can't wait for you to uncover the secrets of this unique world as you experience Scorn firsthand this October. Are you prepared to unravel your inner self within Scorn's world of horror?
All right, well, there you go, folks. If you are into whatever the hell that was, then head over to the Discord, go to the giveaways channel, and join the game giveaway for a copy of Scorn. We will be giving that game away next week. But just as a quick recap for tonight, before we head off for the evening, wrong button. I closed out the wrong window, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I indeedy diddy. All right, hold on. I gotta pull up the tier list again. Go clicky. All right, so just as a quick recap for tonight, we played Lovux, MAZAICA, and OXXO, as well as a fourth recommended game, Chants of Sonar, a bunch of puzzle games. 141 was in the pages for the puzzles. Super happy about that. Really glad that we were able to get those. Tonight was the night of the golden poop, with Lovux, MAZAICA, and OXXO getting 15 more minutes, and Chants of Sonar kind of coming in clutch with that 1.5 hours for sure. So really happy to add that to the list. Was not expecting that. Super happy to have checked out that demo and hoping to get more into that. And as we always do, a little sneak peek for the games that we are going to be playing next week on episode 142. At least 2 of them have a theme in a way, because episode 142, we are going to be playing Lumberjack, Bear and Breakfast, and Solus 5 128, or Solus 128. I think Solus is going to be another puzzle game, but I'm so excited to play these 2 bear games. Really, really interested to see what we got coming down the pipeline. I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me, hanging out tonight. Obviously, you know, we had the golden poop, but this was the season 8 premiere of the first 15, episode 141. I cannot believe how long we've been doing this. It still amazes me that we've been doing this as long as we have. So thank you so much for everyone who has been here from the beginning. A lot of you have. Thank you to all the new folks that come by and hang out during the stream or catch the VOD. I'm terrible at uploading these to YouTube. They're private on my account, and I don't want to like blow up people's inboxes. Like if I upload 1,000 videos or make 1,000 videos public.
I do hope to get those in order soon. But it doesn't do that. I don't know. I would still feel bad. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. I got some time on Saturday. I gotta mow the lawn and do some weed whacking, but I have some time. But thank you to everyone who hangs out with me on these Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, and a lot of times on Saturdays, where we just play games we've never played before. And this has been, you know, one of those things that I've just over the years really have been enjoying. You only blow them up if they have notes on. Oh, okay, well that's good. That's good. I'm glad to know that. Actually, I won't be too upset about you know, publishing all those. So yeah, like I said, you know, we've been doing this for a long time. This whole little experiment was cobbled together you know, a couple years ago because I had so many games on my Steam library that I never played, and I just kind of wanted to give them a chance, and a bunch of games that were even on Xbox Game Pass that we played a bunch of. So thank you so much for everyone. You just noticed that season 8 promo. Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, I had to make some custom art for season 8. This is obviously an original image by me. You know, obviously nothing here is photoshopped or, you know, stolen or cropped over. But, you know, in all honesty, you know, I want to thank you guys for, you know, hanging out with me and doing this show. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to it every week. It's fun putting the games together as well. I like I said, I have the episodes for the entire season 8 set up, so we have at least 20 solid weeks of games prepped and ready. 60 games, maybe more. I'll stick around, maybe not a couple streams time. Hey, you know what, that works for me, man. I really appreciate you coming by, bud. It was very kind of you to stop by and hang out as much as you did, so that is awesome, and I can't thank you enough. Especially, I started doing jury duty. It's a great way to get my brain. Oh yeah, I can only imagine that. Jeez, oh man, it's been a while since I got called for jury duty. I'm glad about that. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. We just finished up season 8 premiere, and we got a lot more ahead of us. So join me next week on Thursday, May 22nd, for our next episode 142, where we're going to be playing these 3 possibly amazing games. And I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your night. Tell your loved ones that you love them, and go hug them and hold them, because you're not always going to have them in your life. Just like me, I'm only going to be here for the next few seconds, and then I'm gone till next week. Bye.